Thank you so much for having me speak today. First of all, please receive my apologies. English is my fourth language, so I will be using my notes to be able to tell everything I'm planning to tell you today, and everything is coming from the bottom of my heart. So I'm Oleg Tzvibel, hard to pronounce, but that's my name. I'm a Chief Operations Officer at Blue Green Water Technologies, and today I'm going to speak about harmful algal blooms, climate change, ecosystem health, and the carbon cycle. As we all know, our planet is 71% water, yet only 3% is available for essential uses like drinking, bathing, and irrigation. Over 2 billion people live in water-stressed countries. While we cannot control where the rain will fall, we can look at improving water quality to increase water availability. It sounds simple. However, across the globe, water bodies are under threat from a crisis caused by human action, and worsened by rising temperature. Let's talk about harmful algal blooms or HABs. If you think of a water as a living organism like a human body, HABs are like bacterial infection of a body. Just like a bacterial infection in a human body needs treatment to heal, HABs also need to be treated in order to water to heal. These harmful blooms, it's a real picture by the way, they create dead aquatic zones that reduce biodiversity, deprive communities of water resources, impact quality of life, and disrupt local economies dependent on these bodies for agriculture, tourism, and more. This is not just an issue impacting a few regions on the planet. HABs affect more than 60 million freshwater bodies and over 30 million square kilometers of ocean. Think about these numbers. In the recent years, we have seen HABs impacting water bodies in warmer regions and countries and also infecting water in cooler climates. You can see examples of infected water bodies all over the world. HABs are fast growing, adaptable to all climates, perform photosynthesis, accumulate CO2, and can be highly toxic to mammals and other species. But what causes these blooms? Algal blooms happen when too many nutrients from human activities like farming and sewage enter water. This causes rapid algae growth, which lower oxygen levels in the water, harms aquatic life, and disrupts ecosystem. It is our responsibility to prevent them. Untouched by infection, a healthy body of water naturally absorbs and stores carbon dioxide, which helps to regulate our climate. Water absorbs CO2. Some of it converts into stable compounds, including bicarbonates and carbonates, while some of the CO2 is converted into organic carbon through photosynthesis. You can think about phytoplankton as an organic CO2. In a normally functioning carbon cycle, phytoplankton die, sink to the bottom, and accumulate over millions of years. Organic carbon turns into oil or natural gas, which humans then extract, burn, and CO2 re-enters the atmosphere for the cycle to start again. Of course, burning fossil fuel makes this greater challenge. So our work as a humanity must include both reducing the rate of burning fossil fuels and at the same time, we have to strengthen nature's ability to absorb carbon dioxide. Treating toxic algal blooms and their root causes should be a core approach for global climate action. So, what exactly fuels these harmful algal blooms? Climate change plays a major role. Warmer water and changes in its seasonal patterns are creating ideal conditions for these blooms to spread. HABs also thrive on excess nutrients, runoff from fertilizers, wastewater, and pollutants. When these nutrients accumulate in the water, they act as a food for algae, which causes rapid blooming. Unfortunately, as the temperatures rise, these blooms are becoming stronger, lasting longer. Algae is the original photosynthesizer. It is extremely efficient in this process. To left untreated, algal blooms can double its biomass every few hours. It's not an option to leave them untreated. This is an obvious impact on communities and wildlife. But what might be less obvious is how these blooms interfere with one of nature's essential climate functions, which is the ability of water to act as a carbon sink, as I outlined a few moments ago. Most of Earth's carbon dioxide is stored in the ocean, where it turns into stable forms. The oceans hold much more carbon than air and help control CO2 levels. But there is a hope. Efficient algal bloom mitigation can help boost carbon sinks and improve the environment to make ecosystem more resilient against the impacts of climate change. As we look to strengthen nature-based solution for carbon capture, we often think of reforestation project. Every child learns how trees absorb carbon dioxide and convert it to oxygen. At Blue Green, in our company, we're addressing this problem by offering a new way to treat and manage water to make it safe, sustainable, and resilient. Using innovative science-based technology, we have created solutions that actively eliminate harmful algal blooms without harming the surrounding ecosystem. By introducing treatments directly to the problem areas, we target the blooms precisely and prevent them from recurring. Something happened? Cool. An example of our solution in action can be seen in South Africa, Situmo Dam. This is a freshwater water body, approximately 3.5 square kilometers, that serves as key source of water to a surrounding population of about 500,000 people, 500,000 people. All right. Lake Setumo is facing poor water conditions. It's also a real picture from Lake Setumo, with pollution and harmful algal blooms threatening its ecosystem and water quality. In a case like Setumo Dam, the surrounding population relies on the water source for drinking and fishing. So these harmful algal blooms infection can be deadly to both nature and communities. This problem is not a far away, hard to imagine issue. Not far away, hard to imagine issue. This directly impacts people's access to clean drinking water. Working with the local authorities, I like that project, guys. Blue Green came in to treat Lake Setumo, applying our treatment via helicopter to target decay infected areas. We were able to complete this treatment in just 5 days, 4 square kilometers lake. It's crucial to note water is a highly regulated sector. You cannot add even water to water without getting regulatory approval. This solution is safe, regulatory cleared, and leaves to forever chemicals in the water. It directly targets the HABs where the surrounding ecosystem is not affected. Within a few weeks, this community saw the impact on our treatment. The results speak for themselves. You see on the left the lake before treatment. It doesn't require a PhD to see the impact of Setumo Dam in the photo on the right after treatment. Satellite images. They also show that the treatment was successful in improving Lake Setumo water quality. This didn't take months to continuous work. After applying the treatment, within days, you could see the water was clean. And over time, we saw the ecosystem recovering, biodiversity flourishing, species like these flamingos returning to Setumodem, and surrounding communities and economy gained access to high quality water. Friends, you can hear how this impacted the local community directly from the residents. I'd like to present you a short movie.
Situmo Dam was bad before.
Oh, my brother, it was a disaster. When you came here, you'd find dead fish to start with. A lot of dead fish, it would smell rotten, like you didn't even come and chill here because it was not clean.
To enter this water with that chemical, you see my skin here, it used to change. You have to put Vaseline first before you get inside the water. Because once you get inside the water without the Vaseline, the skin, it will change.
The water was stinking. We couldn't even drink the water. So now it's better.
I think it's about 2 to 3 months when these guys, they came with the helicopter, they were spraying. But now you can see now the water is clean, it is fine.
Right now, it's something else. It's much clean, it's much clearer. Even if you can take a look at the water.
And even the chemical, that chemical is disappear. And even now we can fish. And even the smell of that chemical is not there. And now we are fine now, the water is clean, we are happy.
Thank you. It's really exciting project. But what is most exciting is that. Okay. Most exciting is that with these precious techniques, we're not just stopping single bloom in a single lake. We are equipping communities, scientists, and government to proactively manage water system in a sustainable way that is adaptable to each unique ecosystem. This empowers water bodies to remain resilient and return to their natural life-supporting roles. Sorry, guys. Okay, how we or you guys can make an impact. As we've seen, HABs are a complex problem, but they're not insurmountable, and everyone here can be part of the solution. I'd like to encourage each of you to consider what you can do to raise awareness of your own community. Every step counts. From supporting policies that prioritize clean water to advocating to your elected officials to prioritize better water management system. By advocating to sustainable water management, we can protect biodiversity, ensure community health, and even bolster climate resilience. I encourage policymakers, scientists, business leaders, and citizens to come together to support initiatives that reduce nutrient pollution. This requires partnerships, advocating for policy improvements, and promoting community action to keep our water clean, healthy, and capable of supporting life on this planet, our planet. By fostering collaboration, building strong policies, and supporting proactive water management, we can reverse the damage that's been done and create resilient ecosystems that withstand future climate challenges. I leave you with that thought. The health of our water is the health of our planet. By working together to address HABs and protect our aquatic ecosystems, we're taking one of the most direct steps we can to safeguard our future. Thank you for your time and commitment to this essential cause. Thank you.
Stand in the center of the stage.
Okay. Any questions? Yes, please.
Okay. I just had a question that I come from indigenous community hunter-gatherer, and I'm working as a bee whisperer. I speak with bees, and I also treat bees. And from my community, I've lost people. Every day, I lose people because of terminated water, because of a toxic thing that has spoiled the water in our region. How can we get help? Because the cancer is killing. It killed my auntie. It kills almost 10 people in a day. And through my initiative of the HABs, from the tradition knowledge that I have, it's what I'm trying to treat my people. How can you help us so as we can save the lives of our people? Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. It's very touching question. Maybe it's not a question. As I said, regulation killing us. Let's be honest. We need to go to innovation. We need to go to companies who can help us. And I see what you say and I hear you. I know what is going on. I went to South Africa a few times. I speak here to African people saying that the water is a mess. And we cannot allow anymore our water to be in that kind of condition. We need to speak to our authorities. We need to vote. We need to raise our voice and speak about the problems. We are dying because lack of solution. We need to raise our voice. Thank you.